credit, at Sam Yard2 via Storyful. GoFundMe said it is cutting off funding for those participating in the so-called Canadian Freedom Convoy after determining the effort violated its terms of service due to unlawful activity. The crowdfunding site had already suspended the fundraising effort, which had raised about 10 million Canadian, US $7.8 million, but said Friday it will refund or redirect to charities the vast majority of the money raised in support of those protesting COVID-19 measures in Ottawa. The company said in a statement they believe the intention of the Freedom Convoy fundraiser was to support a peaceful protest when it was first created, but said they now have evidence from law enforcement that the previously peaceful demonstration has become an occupation, with police reports of police estimate about 250 remained, but Deputy Police Chief Steve Bell said they expected 300 to 400 more trucks this weekend and more than 1,000 protesters on foot. He said up to 1,000 counter-protesters were expected as well. Many Canadians were outraged after some protesters urinated and parked on the National War Memorial. One danced on the tomb of the unknown soldier. A number carried signs and flags with swastikas. Protest organizers are also now facing a class action lawsuit over the continuous horn noise, filed on behalf of residents. Ontario's Conservative Premier said the demonstrators were no longer participating in a protest, but called it now an occupation and said it is time for this to come to an end. Related, Canadian truckers, thousands of others protest the vaccine mandate, and Ottawa protesters have said they won't leave you. They are also calling for the removal of Trudeau's government, though it is responsible for few of the measures, most of which were put in place by provincial governments. Trucks from the Freedom Convoy blocked downtown streets during a demonstration in Ottawa, Ontario, Canada, on Thursday, February 3, 2022. David Cowie/Bloomberg. Meanwhile, GoFundMe said organizers were able to account for how an initial $1 million that was released in funding earlier this week was spent, and said organizers said the money was only going to be used for participants who traveled to Ottawa to participate in a peaceful PR. GoFundMe's decision was met with both praise and criticism.